Hi, my name is James C. Wangerin, CPA, and I literally wrote the book on do-it-yourself tax relief and representation before the IRS. The question that I'm asked to answer in this video is, should I use a do-it-yourself tax relief program or a CPA to help me resolve my tax problem? The answer is yes. When I use the term CPA in this video, I am referring to either the use of a CPA or enrolled agent. You should not look at using the do-it-yourself tax relief program and use of a CPA as being mutually exclusive. You can dramatically save time and money by compiling information and completing forms yourself. However, a CPA's knowledge of tax laws and experience in solving tax problems can save you much more than a CPA might charge. Once you have your information compiled and forms filled out, having a CPA look them over for any errors or omissions before they are submitted to the IRS can drastically save you time, money, and headaches. Okay, let's talk about an offer and compromise for just a minute. There's a lot of talk about this subject and a lot of bogus promises made by tax relief companies you see on TV and hear on the radio. However, here is what you need to know before you can enter into an offer and compromise for doubt as to collectability. You have to file all past due tax returns and agree to tax due. It is quite common for someone to come into a CPA office with a tax return prepared by the IRS or themselves with tax due, and ultimately end up with a refund on a tax return prepared by a CPA. In order to enter into an offer and compromise, you need to first exhaust all administrative options. This means that you should first apply to have your account be declared as currently not collectible. If you can accomplish this, you may be an excellent candidate for an offer and compromise for doubt as to collectability. If you can arrange for an installment agreement or a partial payment settlement agreement, this is the best solution to your IRS tax problem. The first step is to prepare your income tax return. On average, a CPA will find more tax savings for you than what they charge for their services. If your tax return is audited, it is important to cooperate. In general, tax research will need to be done to support any position that is contested. Credible evidence should be submitted that is sufficient to switch the burden of proof to the Commissioner of the IRS. The titles to the 15 chapters in the book, Do-It-Yourself Tax Relief and Representation Before the IRS, give you some clues as to the tips, secrets, and questions and answers sections that are in the book. The titles of the chapters are Chapter 1, Help Yourself by Filing Any Unfiled Income Tax Returns. Chapter 2, Just Say No to the IRS Collecting Your Spouse's Debts from You. Chapter 3, The IRS Generally Has One Chance to Audit a Tax Return. Chapter 4, Requesting an Informal Review of Auditor's Findings. Chapter 5, Audit Reconsideration Can Resolve the Tax Issues. Chapter 6, Free and confidential research analysis and determination. Chapter 7, Negotiating a compromise to resolve dispute as to tax owed. Chapter 8, How to send the IRS a bill for being a nuisance. Chapter 9, Extending the time to pay the IRS. Chapter 10, Hardship, also known as currently not collectible status. Chapter 11, Partial payment option. Chapter 12, Alternative dispute resolution instead of litigation. Chapter 13, Appeals. 85% of cases settle without litigation. Chapter 14, Agreeing to pay less than you owe. Chapter 15, Could you be personally liable for withheld taxes? Don't let fear and the lack of knowledge keep you from resolving your IRS tax problem. Our Do-It-Yourself Tax Relief Program provides tips, secrets, and questions and answers on the most common IRS tax problems, such as offers and compromise, hardship status and innocent spouse, unfiled tax returns and penalty abatements, wage garnishment and levy releases, installment arrangements. A CPA can offer additional services at great rates. Examples of those services are consultation to determine the best route for you to take to resolve your tax problem, analysis of your tax situation and a step-by-step solution. If you need your tax returns prepared and filed, you can arrange to have a CPA do it for you. Warning: don't get scammed or suckered into hiring high-priced, unscrupulous tax relief companies. They may take your money and provide very little or nothing leaving you in worse shape than you're already in. Generally, only CPAs, enrolled agents, or attorneys are authorized to represent you before the IRS. CPAs are tax experts that are bound by code of ethics. Becoming a CPA requires licensing, substantial education, passing of very difficult examinations, and ongoing completion of continuing education. The IRS is now in the process of adopting licensing and testing requirements for tax preparers. This won't be in effect till next year, and it's about time, in my opinion. So whether you decide to use our do-it-yourself tax relief program and/or a CPA, we wish you all the best in resolving your tax problem. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.